Hi, yeah. So I have to speak into this microphone like I'm some sort of like talk show host or something. I don't know. It's funny because my webcam does not have a microphone built into it, so I have a Rock Band microphone that I use to record my voice. Anyway, I'm sorry I look like crap. But to get on the subject of the video, Cheggy X made a video about British English versus American English and different things that she says that people don't say in you know, America. So I'm gonna make a video. This video is about American words and their British counterparts, and if British people ever get confused. So this is a website that I have anyway. Okay, so if I'm wrong on some of these, it's not my fault. Ones that I know for sure are like wank and fap, and I don't know if I know that's like really that's funny to start off on, but like I don't know if British people use the word fap because it means the same thing. So wank is equal to fap and fap is equal to wank, which is both equal to masturbate. So there's that. And then, well, she was saying like American people like their biscuits aren't our kind of biscuits are completely different from their kind of biscuits, and their kind of biscuits are our cookies. That's what this website's saying, is that there are cookies. And then there's flashlight and torch. So we call it a flashlight, but you guys call it in England they call it a torch. And I'm like, then what do they call a fire torch? You know, like the thing you use to light the Olympic thing. What do you call? I don't get it. Why? Okay, and then yeah, sorry, my throat hurts. And let's see, another one from this is. Excuse me. Okay, so the boot in England, that's the boot, and in America it's the trunk. So put it in the boot of your car. I remember that from Misfits, because I watch Misfits a lot, so I know a lot of like. I mean, I'm not bragging. Like I know a lot of British slang. No, I was just like because they were a bunch of miscreants and they always said stuff. But I remember he's like, "You put Dad in the boot of your car," and I'm like, "Oh, he must mean the trunk." So yeah, trunk is equal to boot. And boot is equal to trunk. Let's see what else. Parking lot is the car park in and Britain. So for British people, car park. For us, it's parking lot in America. And which car park I actually like a lot better because you're parking your car, and I know parking lot also makes sense, but I just like car park better. In America, we call a drugstore or pharmacy. In Britain, apparently they call it a chemist shop. So that's interesting. The movies. I'm gonna go to the movies today. In Britain, it's I'm gonna go to the cinema, which I like that better than the movies. Let's see. Okay, so do you guys like in Britain? Do they call all closets cupboards? Because like I know Harry Potter lived in the cupboard under the floor, under the stairs. I think that's what she called it. And so see, cupboard is like something here in America. It's like something that it's in the kitchen. It's like where you put away like those, like your flour and your vinegar and just all that tea and all your random stuff. That's where you put it in your cupboard. But do you call all closets, even like clothes closets, cupboards? Because if you do, that's confusing. Because like, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, this one says thumbtack. In America, we call it a thumbtack. In Britain, they call it a drawing pin. What? Okay, we call it a pacifier, while in Britain they call it a dummy for a baby. A pacifier is that, give him a dummy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Okay, an overpass in America is a flyover in Britain, which is, I think that sounds really awesome. Flyover. I'm gonna go onto the flyover now. That sounds awesome. Okay, another one that I know is elevator. Here is lift in Britain. So I'm gonna go on the lift. I'm on the lift. Can you please press 3? That's what that is. So that's interesting. It's kind of funny. Okay. Um. A diaper is a nappy. Take his nappy off. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for doing this really bad British accent, but okay, so she was also confused about what we call a loo. We call it the toilet or the bathroom. We don't call it the wash house. I mean, somebody might call it the wash house. Be like, I want to go down to the wash house now, you know. But no, not really. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Now, I mean, I find myself saying a lot of, like, more British stuff like twat. Like, here in America, you don't call anybody a twat. It's like saying, I mean, cunt. It's like calling somebody a cunt is saying twat. And, I'm like, oh, you're such a twat. I'll say that to my boyfriend. But, like, I don't know. It's just what I do. I mean, it's not because I'm like trying to be British or whatever. I'm not like, good day, mum. How's it going? You want a spot of tea? It's not like that. It's like I just say twat, and I don't say mum anymore. Hey, my hedgehog's drinking his water. I was really into the Beatles at one time, and I called my mom mum, and that was just the stupidest thing of all. And so yeah, but I say twat, and I say wanker sometimes. You're a wanker. It just doesn't sound as good when an American says it. You're a wanker. That just sounds so much better. But saying you're a wanker, it's just like doesn't sound as good. Oh, another one is subway. Here is the tube in Britain, and I think that's so cool. The tube. Oh my god, I want to go on a tube. That's so cool. What else? Okay, rubber boots or rain boots here are Wellington boots in Britain, I guess. That's interesting. Why is it Wellington? Is that like the name of a company that made like really good rain boots or something? I don't know. But yeah, oh my gosh. See, I need to look over all of these so when I go to Europe, because I'm going to Europe hopefully next year for my 16th birthday, and they're going to be like, pass me the tin, and then we could go get a torch and put on some trousers and then take the tube down to the underground. That doesn't make any sense. That was the worst constructed conversation ever, but like I don't know. It's just funny. So we're like, okay, here's one. Schedule is timetable in Britain. So let me look at my timetable. It's like, what? Why would you need a... Oh my gosh. Okay. I sound really stupid right now. I know, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, what else? Allowance in America. It's allowance in America, and it's pocket money in Britain. Do you get the post? Get the post box. What's your post code? The postman? You guys like posts, don't you? I mean, I guess we're obsessed with mail, but like in America, post is mail, and the post box is a mailbox, and the post code is a zip code, and the postman is a mailman, mail carrier, or letter carrier. I've never heard anybody be like, the letter carrier's here, go get him! Like, who does that? Noughts and crosses is what they say in Britain for tic-tac-toe. That's weird. That's weird. I guess that makes sense, but that's weird. Okay. Sometimes I also say holiday, but it's just because I'll be like, you going on holiday? I don't know. Like, when it's around the holidays, I understand that. Like, going, oh, you're going on your holiday. That's cool. But, like, when it's August and there's no holidays at all, and they're, like, somebody's going out to, like, somewhere, and they say, I'm going on my holiday. I'm like, what holiday? You mean your vacation? What? But through hi Chewie. Through all these British TV shows I've watched, like Sherlock and Doctor Who and IT Crowd and Misfits, I have been able to learn a lot of British like words and stuff, but I still get confused sometimes. So I hope this kind of helped British people out there that are like, what the fuck are they saying? But if you ever, excuse me, Excuse me. If you have any questions about it, just ask your fellow American. So if you have any questions, if you're British and you have any questions about American words, um, and what they are, or what British words and what they are in America, just ask. Oh my gosh, this is such a funny experience though, because I love this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. Oh my god, this has been going on for 10 minutes. Holy shit. I need to go do my yoga. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.